Oh, Jesus, the camera looks super dark. That's better. Okay, sweet. So, how do I sound now to you? Can you hear me all right? Or is it like way too freaking loud? Perfect. Okay. Interesting. How's the video output? Is it better? A little on the loud end. Well, the reason why it's a little on the loud end right now is because the mic is literally dropping frames delay. The mic is literally like if I were to measure about 8 inches away from my mouth. So when I'm actually leaning forward to draw, it becomes like 3 inches away. And the reason why I don't like using the YouTube live settings is because it there's no options. There's literally nothing. There's nothing for me to be able to adjust in order to fix it. But I don't know what to do right now. What settings do you have in OBS as far as like some of the advanced settings? Because I just realized that the first stream that I did yesterday, I was in 480p instead of 1080. So I fixed that in the settings. I didn't adjust the way that I had the audio and anything. So that was strange to me that you said that it sounded like I was in a tunnel. And I increased the bit rate because apparently I was at 2600 for the bit rate or kbs per second, and YouTube was wanting 40. Apparently I was at 2600 for the bit rate or kbs per second, and YouTube was wanting 46 or 4500. And what do you stream, by the way? God, it's so bizarre. Actually, you know what? Let me ask you this. Is you viewing me, am I mirrored or no? Because I see myself mirrored, but I don't know whether or not you see me mirrored. Does it look like I'm drawing with my left hand or my right hand? Interesting. So it's just mirrored on my own view playback, but not yours. I thought that because it's showing up mirrored on my end, that it'd be showing up mirrored on your end. I don't know. The one thing that I like about the OBS software is the fact that I'm actually able to control and adjust things as far as like audio is concerned, where I'm able to play the desktop music and have it on in the background and not be obnoxious. So you know what? Let me try that out real quick. Just let me know if it sounds freaking horribly loud or whatnot. And I'll keep it like this for a bit. I will exit out and go into OBS. Maybe I just need to watch a couple more YouTube video tutorials on how to set up the proper settings. But what were we talking about before? So what was good about Solo? D&D sessions. Yeah, I can imagine. Right now, I'm at home by myself. There's another person with the Wi-Fi lives in the apartment above me, but I do believe he's asleep right now, so technically he shouldn't be on the Wi-Fi. My roommates doesn't get home till 5. So this, in essence, is the perfect time for me to stream and do stuff because I shouldn't have any interruptions on the Wi-Fi at all. Are you watching me from your phone or your computer? Or your TV? What was it? Chromecast, right? So you're saying that it's Redbox worthy? Me to go rent it? Ah, today's in your phone. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe I'll go do that later when my hand starts hurting from drawing too much. I took some relief, but it's one of those things that sometimes you just need to rest your eyeballs from staring at paper all day. I was just thinking about this. My first two streams, I'm drawing Psylocke on both of them. But it's okay. She's a badass character. Somebody who was watching my stream earlier. I actually have the same curse too, believe it or not. And for me, melatonin didn't work. I don't know exactly how I get myself to sleep for 6 to 7 hours, because every now and then I'll just be so exhausted that I sleep for that long, and then the next day it goes away where I'm sleeping for 4 hours here, 4 hours there. And then when I do sleep for that 7 to 8 hours, it just feels like I overslept like a mother. And I feel more exhausted, tired. But lately I've been drinking decaffeinated coffee and trying to like not drink as many energy drinks as I normally drink. You're in Florida, right? What temperature do you have your thermostat set to when you sleep? Okay. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is just like I sleep at 65 degrees too, because I know that the colder that it is, the colder that you are, as weird as it sounds, your brain actually stays asleep with that, because your temperature rise, or like, what the hell is it? Your body temperature wants to be lowered, and if you're too warm, then it creates restless sleep, like you're not deep enough in your REM cycle. So I didn't know whether or not you were, sleeping at like 72 degrees or something like that, because that might also be why you're not able to sleep that long. But it could just be an overactive mind. That's the problem that I have, is just I'm always constantly thinking about stuff. So the trick that I have now that I've been doing is I watch YouTube videos of either documentaries or just people talking, because the white noise of people talking, as long as it's at a low volume, will help me fall asleep, because I'm trying to pay attention to what they're saying, instead of like, thinking about stuff that happened when I was in third grade that I was embarrassed about. It's just like, brain, why are you doing that to me? I'm just trying to get to sleep. I don't want to think about stuff that's in the past. But that would be my recommendation to you, if you try it. It's just not music. Some people can fall asleep on music. I used to be able to fall asleep with music, but I can't anymore. But if you find somebody with a nice deep voice who's just talking at a constant level, it'll definitely help out. Yeah. Well, yeah, that will definitely help too. I'm not disputing that, but it's 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 fucking terrible for me to say this, but considering that I've become an stay-at-home artist, the the dating scene has definitely escaped me because I can't relate anymore to not people, and I don't want to say to women. The social political landscape has changed to a point that I'm not even sure what I can say to a woman if I'm out and about. And I'm not like being disrespecting and like I've never been the guy that's just like, yo, baby, you got a sexy butt. But it's just one of those things that I prefer to like talk to women, and now the women, their defenses are so high that sometimes you just in the act of saying hello, people are like freaking out. So I just don't even want to deal with it. But even more than that, I'm just always at home drawing, so it's not like I'm expecting to have some woman just randomly walk into my apartment and start talking with me. So I would be, why are you here to rob me? How'd you get in? Ah, congrats. How'd that go? Stage five clinger. It's not a bad thing, man. It's definitely not a bad thing. Not the way that people always make it seem. I'd rather have a girl that wants my attention to that actually wants to go do something instead of a girl who always wants to be out and about with her friends and being a socialite. Because it's just like, if you want to do that, why are you dating me? It's definitely one of those things that, um, not to put my business on blast or anything like that, but since we're having a conversation, I've always been the type of guy that just wants to be at home watching movies. There are certain nights when you want to go out to a bar and go shoot some pool and go, I don't know, maybe go on an adventure, but it's not like every day I'm looking for the next mountain to climb or the next trail to hike or the next time to go shark shark diving. I enjoy being at home. I enjoy watching movies. I enjoy watching comedies and laughing. That's a boring thing. I get it. Some people don't like that. Some girls want to just be out and about, but that is not me. Okay, yeah. Now, see, here's the thing: you got to play it cool. You can't just right away propose to her, even though she already sounds like she's wifey material. You can't be like, "Yeah, let's get married tomorrow." Hey, as long as she's okay with you collecting comic books and stuff like that, and she's not making fun of you, then that's fucking perfect. It's one of those things that sometimes I look at the girls that I've dated in the past, and I've dated a fair amount, and I didn't have a single fucking thing in common with them other than the lust factor. It's fucking awesome, dude. Happy for you. Being with a good woman will always put your mind at ease. Yeah, oh, I mean, that has to be a given now. You don't want to buy a comic or, like, an expensive ass comic, and then not have money for rent, you know? Your bills and your life stuff always has to come first, and hopefully you're putting a little bit aside in savings for retirement or whatever. But after that, yeah, you're not going to take money to the grave with you. Use it to enjoy yourself. Yeah, I can understand where she's coming from. That's the one thing that a lot of women fear is that they carry physical baggage, so to speak. I'm not referring to kids as luggage, but just using it as a metaphor that they have an obligation that's going to be with them for life, and you don't have that right now. So it's just like there's that feeling of, why are you with me when you could be with somebody else who doesn't have kids, and you can go on all these weird wacky adventures because she has that obligation to be at home for her children. So I get where she's coming from in that. It is definitely a fear that a lot of women have. But there's also like the weird other spectrum that it's kind of hard, at least I found for me, and I'm not saying that this is in general, but for me, I find it super hard to find a woman who doesn't have kids. Like all the women that I gotta think on that. About half the women that I dated, maybe 75% of the women that I dated had children. I love kids. I don't have any problem that you have kids, but that is like a constant fear that all the women who I dated with kids always had. It's just like I have this thing in my life that's not going away. So that is very true. I will say this: it sounds like you hit the freaking jackpot, man. That is awesome. The weird thing is just like for me, I gotta find a girl who's a night owl just like me. I think that's the most important thing. Other than like, the comics and the comic book stuff, the art stuff. So I am definitely a night owl. And if you're a day person who you get up at 5 in the morning and you want to go for a run and a jog and whatnot, yeah, that's not gonna fly for me. Ooh, that sucks. 4 hour drive. Wait, aren't you working in Orlando now? At the Disney thing, right? I think for security. Oh, really? I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck their hiring process is. I don't know whether or not that's an average thing for 2 year wait. Oh, Jesus. Does make sense. In the grand scheme of things, if you wanted to work for a corporation that you knew was never going to go bankrupt, Disney would definitely be at the highest part of that list right there. I would imagine that hopefully they have great benefits. That's awesome, man. It's one of the reasons why the whole branching out thing with the business, that's exactly why I started doing the YouTube streaming, honestly. It's just to branch out. As much as I love Facebook and Instagram, their social networking changed from what it used to be to what it is now with that whole stupid algorithm nonsense that it feels like nobody sees anything that I post anymore compared to like how many fans and followers I have and the amount of interactions I get. Like ever since the introduction of those algorithms, it sucks ass for me. Before, when people used to see my stuff, it'd be like 2,000 people saw it, 4,000 people saw it. Now I barely have like 200 people seeing my post when I have like over, I think it's like over 1,500 people on Facebook right now. I have a lot more Instagram followers than Facebook followers. But the fact that I just posted earlier today, let's find out. On the piece that I did yesterday, when I posted a picture of that finished Psylocke on my Facebook page, it reached 355 people and 46 engagements out of 1,500 people that follow me on Facebook. I haven't done Twitch yet, but I might switch over to Twitch instead of YouTube. I wish there was a way that I could link both of them. So you could see it on whatever platform you feel like watching it on. I don't use Twitter as much only because I just never really got into it, honestly. It feels like it's one of those type of platforms where you literally need to tell your thoughts to the entire world every 5 minutes and just hashtag the fuck out of it, which I personally hate hashtags. Interesting. Maybe I'll switch it up, or maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll do the Twitch live stream and save the videos and do YouTube for like the finished edited content. I don't know. This is still in the infancy. My other hobby that I have is guitar stuff, and there's a YouTuber who streams like these Q&A things every Friday or Wednesday, and immediately he gets like 1,000 people tune in and ask him questions because he's a very knowledgeable guy. Stream on Twitch. Interesting. See, I thank you for giving me advice, man. It's something that honestly I always um, steered away from is having people watch me draw in real time, only because I mess up a lot, like I was talking about yesterday. But life's too short to worry about nonsense like that, as weird as it sounds. I want people to see me with the flaws and whatnot, if that makes sense. Know that I'm not perfect. Sorry, I just got a message on my phone. Hmm. See, like, what was it? The other day I went on Twitch and I was looking to see what their categories were, but I didn't see one for art, unless it's like one of those keywords that you have to like search into. Huh, never mind, you are correct. Damn, it's a lot of digital art. There's a lot of freaking people streaming right now. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to try that later tonight when I'm drawing at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Just hop on Twitch and see if anybody's awake and feels like chatting. It's one of those things like I'm not sure. There's like a part of me that wonders whether or not I should buy two webcams and have it synced up so people can see me talking just to see my face and stuff like that versus me drawing. Just to have like that dual monitor setup. Chat is sushi. Yeah. Unless people just like having something play on in the background while they're doing other things. I can see that, you know. I would like to think that I'm a personal person, that you shouldn't be afraid to talk to me. But I don't know if it's just the inherent human nature where people are just embarrassed. But I guess I know what I'll be doing later on today is let's see. I guess I'll be setting up a Twitch account later on today. When my creativity is zapped from me. Like normally I have this weird body issue where I literally have to treat myself as a starving artist. Like when I wake up, I don't have breakfast and I don't eat on a regular schedule because as soon as I eat something, my body gets all fatigued and all creativity is just drained out of me. So normally at that time is when I get caught up on messages and check the interwebs and watch some videos, maybe play a video game until it all digests and whatever not. But then as soon as I'm feeling starving again is when creativity just amps up. This is probably legit my favorite thing to freaking draw is hair. I don't know why. I've always just enjoyed drawing women hair, female hair. Here's a one free subscription a month? What do you mean? Can you explain that further? I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom real quick. For the other person that's watching right now, I did finish a Wonder Woman. She is finished right now. But I wasn't done drawing, so I am now working on this Psylocke. I'll work on this one until my arm gets exhausted. I feel like I gotta take a break. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to create a Twitch account now. Just Maybe do both. Do YouTube streams during the day and Twitch accounts at night. All right, man. You take care. I'll talk to you later. Since I'm assuming you're probably going to be going to sleep soon, anyways. Not sure how long I'm going to keep streaming for. There's a video conference that I need to have with somebody, but we were going to video conference through Facebook, and Facebook this morning for me was not loading at all. So I'm going to see whether or not it's better now because he lives in Seattle. So I'm not sure what the time zone difference is in Seattle right now, if he's online or awake. But okay. Do you have the same screen name for Twitch? I'm assuming you're subscribed to Twitch or however that works. Okay. Well, then search for me on Twitch. Since I'm not sure what other social media you use. Yeah, it's just a Facebook, right? I don't want to spam. Yeah, that's the one thing that I hate is just the feeling of spamming all my social media platforms. So be like, hey, come pay attention to me, because it's not it at all. It's more along the lines of like, here's what I'm doing right now. If you feel like watching, awesome. If you don't feel like watching, cool. Sometimes some people think that this aspect is boring and they don't want to watch. They just want to see it done. But if you're able to subscribe on Twitch to certain people, if it notifies you when it's on or whatever, I'm going to create my hanzozuken moniker on that channel later. But I won't keep you any longer, man. Go take your shower. Enjoy yourself. Ah, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know how to do that yet for the YouTube thing, to send out that email to let people know that I'm live for the people that subscribe to me. And again, I don't want to be annoying and have it where I'm sending out like 3 emails a day. But actually, I'm going to end the stream right now. That way I can contact my friend. So you take care, man. You have a good one.